And this morning, we're exploring the feelings that come when you or someone that you know catches COVID-19. Back in December, I came down with the virus, and my symptoms were really mild, but the mental side effects, they're a completely different story. I hate the word guilt, but the feeling of guilt in ourselves, and then just overthinking all of this. What would you say to people struggling with that? Because it's real.
So guilt, I always tell my own clients, we can feel guilty when we've intentionally, and that's the word, intentionally set out to hurt somebody. So if you know you have COVID and you go and breathe in someone's face, that's pretty intentional. And then you can feel guilty about that if they end up getting it.
Therapist Patty DeJohn says those feelings of guilt, overthinking, and judgment come from one single place.
It's a parallel to grieving.
She says over the past 2 years, we've experienced elongated stages of grief. In 2020, we felt denial when the world started shutting down. When we knew COVID-19 was here to stay, we felt anger and we tried to bargain. And when it started hitting ones we loved, we felt depression and deep sadness. To climb out of that, we need to look internally.
We all want to be healed, right? And so, but we have to do that ourselves. It's nothing that we can get from someone else. So the more that we are in tune with what we need, like I need more sleep, or I need to eat better, or I need to exercise, I need to go for a walk. If we do that ourselves, then everyone else around us, we could help a little bit better.
And that is how Patty says we can reach the final stage of grief, acceptance.
And I'm truly an optimist, so I do believe this year is going to be like the third year of grief, where you start finding, okay, we're not in denial anymore. There's still some anger, still some bargaining. You know, you go through those stages. We're not at acceptance yet, but we're getting there.
I think that really stuck out for me, was acceptance.
Yeah.
You know, it's really a powerful thing. And if you think about grieving, I mean, you kind of have those moments where it will hit you, even after you've gone through acceptance.
Right.
And I think that's okay. So I could just say, as of, you know, someone that had this, I mean, you do, and I myself felt bad for my family, and what did I do to get it? I did everything right, and I know that I've heard from so many of you, and it's just
It's
hard.
that first phone call of going, and every family has gone through it for years. I mean, if your kid has lice and they were at a sleepover, you have to make that call saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I tested positive, and I've exposed you. I think that was the biggest guilt that people had to get over.
Right.
But what's interesting is the way the numbers were, the way Omicron spread. I think it touched every family. I don't know anybody it didn't touch.
I know.
And so I feel like that was
And that's
helpful.
why I brought the word guilt up, because if you're feeling that, I think what she says is so powerful. None of us are intentionally going around trying to spread this.
No, and as all those words popped up on the television screen there, everyone's like, oh yeah, I remember feeling that. I remember feeling that. And we're still there. I mean, not where we were, but we're getting close, but we're still dealing with it.
Yeah.
All right.